Hello everyone from all over the world, from US, from Jamaica, from Caribbean countries, from Africa. Let us learn more about Jamaica or Jamaica history. Where is Jamaica? That is in which continent? That is the first question that we are going to answer. Many of us don't know where Jamaica is. They think maybe it is in Africa or it is in Europe. So Jamaica is an island country in the Caribbean Sea and the West Indies at 10,990 square kilometers. It is the third largest island after Cuba and Hispaniola of the Great Antilles and the Caribbean. Jamaica lies about 145 kilometers south of Cuba and 191 kilometers west of Hispaniola, 215 kilometers south of the Cayman Island. The indigenous Tainos, people of the island, gradually came under Spanish rule after the arrival of Christopher Columbus in 1494. Many of the indigenous people either were killed or died of diseases. So this is basically how Jamaican people came to be in Jamaica. So these Tainos came to that island during the rule of Christopher Columbus in 1494, and many of them maybe died or they were killed by the diseases. After which the Spanish brought large numbers of Africans to Jamaica as slaves. The island remained a possession of Spain under the name Santiago until 1655. You see, the history is there now. When England conquered it and named it Jamaica, it became an important part of colonial British West Indies. Under British colonial rule, Jamaica became a leading sugar exporter with a plantation economy dependent on continued importation of African slaves and their descendants. The British fully emancipated all slaves in 1838, and many freed men chose to have subsistence farms rather than to work on plantations. Beginning in the 1840s, the British began using Chinese and endangered laborers for plantation work. Jamaica achieved independence from the United Kingdom on 6th August 1962. With 2.8 million people, Jamaica is the third most populated Anglophone country in the America after the United States and Canada, and the fourth most populated country in Caribbean. Kingston is the country's capital city. Most Jamaicans are sub-Saharan African ancestry with significant European, East Asians, primarily Chinese, Indian, Lebanese, and mixed-race minorities. Because of high rate of immigration for work since the 1960s, there is a large Jamaican diaspora, particularly in Canada and United Kingdom and the United States. The country has global influence that believes its small size. It was the birthplace of the Rastafarian religion, reggae music, and such associated genres as adab and dancehall. And it is internationally prominent in sports including cricket, sprinting, and athletics. Jamaica has sometimes been considered the world's largest populated cultural superpower. Jamaica is an upper middle income country with an economy heavily dependent on tourism. It has an average 4.3 million tourists a year. The country reforms favorable in measures of press freedom, democratic governance, and sustainable well-being. Jamaica is parliamentary constitutional monarchy with power vested in the bicameral Parliament of Jamaica, consisting of an appointed Senate and directly elected House of Representatives. Andrew Holness has served as Prime Minister of Jamaica since March 2016. As a Commonwealth realm with Charles III as its king, the appointed representative of the Crown is the Governor General of Jamaica, an office held by Patrick Allen since 2009. So that is the few history about Jamaica. I believe that you've learned something about Jamaica, how people from Jamaica came to be there, where did they came from, and what are they doing there, their economical activity, their political, or their the way they are governance. So